Hello, my love brothers, and welcome back to another episode of Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. And today it is raining. And today, like always, I don't have anything to talk about. We always start like that, and then sometimes we find something, and then we wind up talking. So I just love that, like, if a character's kind of far away, the animations for them are kind of janky. It's funny.
Right.
Gosh, I wish I had gone into, like, coding and stuff more when I was younger. Like, I tried to get into coding and, like, I just could not wrap my head around it. Like, I wish that I could have, so I could make games, like, making that, you know,
accepted.
Harvest Moon, but better game that we were talking about last time.
All right, request accepted.
People sure love their dating
Let's
sims,
do this.
but it seems like people don't necessarily want to play just a dating sim.
All right, request
People would
accepted.
talk about, like, the bachelors and bachelorettes of Stardew Valley till the cows come home, and then continue talking
Let's
about
do
them.
this.
I think the thing is mainly, like, in a dating
Okay,
sim,
let's
it's
do
just the dating. But in a different kind of a sim that has a dating sim built in, it's, you know, another thing. Oh, but also there's the dating sim aspects. Like, people don't necessarily start a game just to do a dating sim for it, but they'll take part in a dating sim once they know about it. Like, you know?
Yes.
It's hard to convince people to fall in love
Thank you
with
so
characters that
much.
they don't know. So they have to be introduced to the characters, and then they'll
Yes?
immediately fall for them. You know, like playing a Fire Emblem. Oh, right. So here's a little story. Some couple of years ago, got a random message from Chandra, or Chandra and I were talking, whatever, and she was all like, "Oh, are you familiar with Fire Emblem?" And me, being me, was just like, yeah, I'm familiar with Fire Emblem." Chandra's like, oh, I've never played a Fire Emblem game. I've always wanted to, I just never have. So I'm like, well, I have a Fire Emblem game. We can play it together. It's all, like, you know, turn-based and stuff. We could totally play it together. So we played Fire Emblem Three Houses together.
Mind if I ask you? Thanks, you're a lifesaver.
And she's just obsessed with green. There's like 2 or 3 characters with green hair. And every time she sees them, she's like, oh, green! And I really, really wish that Chandra and I had been able to continue that series, but she got all busy and stuff, and we haven't really been able to play together for a few years now. But I really wish we could have continued the series, but not just the series, just the game. Because after a certain point in the game, the main character's hair becomes green. And I know Chandra would have loved it, and I didn't want to tell her because I wanted to, like, see her reaction to it. But then we stopped playing, so I could never see her reaction.
What's up?
That is unfortunate.
What's up?
Oh yeah, and I started playing some Dragon's Dogma 2 today. It's really interesting. In the settings, it has options
You're up and
for, like, graphic settings, but also tell you how much VRAM using all of those settings will take up. So it's like, oh hey, you're using up a lot of your VRAM. There might be, like, a few graphical issues here and there. But you use so much. And you can really, like, decide how much of whatever you want to do.
What?
It's really neat. But also, I'm not entirely sure if I'll be able to play it and also stream it to you.
Thanks.
Oh, also with Dragon's Dogma 2, you don't have to play as a human anymore. You can also play as a furry. So, of course, I'm playing as a furry.
What?
Obviously. I mean, when given the chance, wouldn't you play as a furry?
Oh.
Of course you would.
What? What?
Well? I'm glad to have discovered.
Oh, he doesn't
I
like it.
mean, what's up?
I don't think he's really into it.
What's up? I have a request. Thanks. I'm counting on you.
Sure, I can spare one of my 155 mysterious fabrics. Go to Kotatsu's Inn.
See you.
Okay, I'm married, and it wants me to spend, like, a romantic night together with one of the other characters. I don't want to spend a romantic night with one of the other characters. But I kind of have to. In order to do the characters' quests and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Oh, right.
Hey.
Little funny story.
What is it?
While I was
Can I
out
ask a
grocery
favor?
shopping, I found some... Essentially, they'd taken
What
a
is
baguette, chopped it up, and put some spices on it. And they were selling it for cheap. So I bought it. I toasted it up in my air fryer. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Put it in some Tupperware and brought it out to share with the ladies. One of them had a piece, had one bite of one of the pieces, and had to go and get herself a water bottle. Apparently, it's really spicy.
Oh.
And I'm just there eating it, and I'm just like, yum, 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 yum.
Can I ask a favor? Yeah?
Right,
So
you
what
still
we're
want
learning
your...
is that you like spicy food.
It's not that I like spicy food specifically, it's that I've come to tolerate spicy food.
Hey there. What can I get?
Because it used to be so
Favorite
much the
word,
case
and
of
I'll
that
look it up.
whenever...
Selecting which I actually don't
that
cook
people
very
would,
often.
cook,
I should
spicy
probably cheer
foods.
you on. Here goes.
and it's like, I'm
Yay.
not just going to not
Ooh.
eat their food or tell them, hey,
Well,
can you make a
feel
non-spicy
inspired,
version
yeah?
for me? I can't handle
What an
the
unexpected
spicy.
result. But an intriguing one nonetheless.
So I just had to get used to spicy
Leave it to
foods.
me.
Also, the
It'll
time
turn
when
out
I
amazing, guaranteed.
told you about the time I tried to order a
Sugar, add
a
little
donair
spice.
poutine,
All finished.
right?
Did I do good? What is
Off of one of those like food delivery things. Okay, so like I went and I ordered a donair poutine, and it's like, oh, if you order like such and such amount of food, you get like this other stuff for free, right?
Let's play again.
So I ordered it in,
tomorrow.
got the extra
And the
food,
day after that,
but I didn't get a
and the
donair
after that,
poutine.
and even
I got
more
a
after that.
jalapeno poutine. Called the restaurant about it. They're like, oh no, you have to call the delivery service. Call them. Like, you have to call the restaurant. I'm just like, one of y'all's better give me my money back. eventually I get a refund for, you know, the price of that item. So the next day I go and order a donair poutine, get the free, like, I think it was like pierogies or something, get the free pierogies again. And now it only costs like $3 or $4 for like delivery fee and whatnot. Plus it's gonna cost a bit more for tip, but that's not calculated right off the bat, whatever. So I get it. Hey, you wanna know what I got instead of a donair poutine? The second time? You want to take a wild guess as to what I got instead of my donair poutine?
A donut.
No, another jalapeno poutine.
Okay.
Called back again,
Yeah?
got another refund for it, enjoyed my pierogies. The third day, I'm like, okay, how long can I keep this going now? Because I'm still getting a poutine and pierogies delivered for like less than $10. And it's like, you know, it's basically 2 meals worth of food for $10, and it's pretty good food, even though the jalapenos are spicy. Because they're jalapenos. It's like,
Yeah?
if this is just some random thing where, like, say, the restaurant's machines are borked, and instead of saying donair poutine, it says jalapeno poutine or whatever, like, if I can take advantage of this, I absolutely will. It's like, okay, sure, fine, let's do this then.
Can I ask a favor?
No, I got my donair poutine on the third day.
Did you already eat
Hi there.
lunch?
And I had to stop taking advantage of their thing. Which kind of reminds me of a thing that I heard about, and of course I don't necessarily know if it's totally true, but it sounds funny, so, like, I hope it's true because it's funny, even if it might not be. Oh, but first I think I'm walking into a special event! Yeah!
Couples have been flocking to Kusatsu's inn lately.
Starry-eyed lovers sure bring.
Oh, hi there.
Your business is booming.
Right. All thanks to our limited time Lovebirds menu.
So, what?
Special desserts and other goodies made. I'll personally guarantee that everything tastes positively perfect.
Thank you so much.
Ah, welcome.
Should we go? You owed Tsubame a visit after all.
Right. I sort of left everything to her after the airship incident.
Ah,
Hi there.
you seem in high spirits.
Right, so anyway. God, I don't exactly remember all the details, but essentially, a pizza place found out that some third-party, like, food delivery thing had made a mistake on their website, and they had priced one of, like, the specific pizzas, that the delivery price was less than the store's actual price for it. But the pizza place never signed on with this delivery company. They were just, you know, hey, we'll go and buy the pizza and then bring it to you. The pizza place doesn't even have to know that we're doing it. And usually you would charge, you know, an extra few dollars. But this one was a bit for this one, like, it wasn't put in the system properly, so it's a few dollars cheaper.
What is it?
So over the course of, like, 2 years, the pizza place bought tons and tons and tons of that pizza from themselves.
Wow.
It was like, hey, wait. So, like, at first it was like, oh, let's just, you know, buy these pizzas to, like, you know, deliver it to, you know, like, deliver it to my house, basically, whatever. Deliver it to my friend's place. Deliver it to family. And essentially, every time they do that, they get, like, $2, basically. They spend $12 for the delivery and get... But they would sell the pizza for, like, $14. Or whatever. And I guess it just absolutely stiffed the delivery driver every time or something.
Oh.
So they would just pocket the extra $2, or however much it was. And then there's like, I wonder if they would just let me do this. They order a pizza to the restaurant, so the person comes in, buys the pizza, leaves, checks the tracking, walks back in, gives them back the pizza.
What is it?
That's so stupid.
At some point, they bought like 50 pizzas to themselves, or something like that, and then the website, after like 2 years, the website finally realized, and they either raised the price up so they'd actually be making a profit, or they just like dropped the store entirely from their website, which is what the store wanted.
Right.
I still remember being like a kid and hearing someone had the idea of like, hey, why can't fast food places like deliver it? It's only pizza. Why can't you get like McDonald's delivered? And thinking that would be like some glorious pipe dream, like that would be quite a world to live in where you could just have McDonald's delivered. Of course, back then McDonald's food was actually tasted good and was cheap. Now McDonald's food tastes bad. It's expensive. And, like, it was always bad for you. Like, I'm not going to try to say it used to be healthy or anything. It was always bad for you, but at least tasted good.
Yeah.
Welcome to Kusatsu's Inn.
At least it was,
Think you can handle something for me? What's up?
something you might
What's up?
actually want.
Yeah.
And yeah, something you might want at a price that's affordable to not care that it isn't the best for you.
Yeah. Someone mentioned,
So
like,
much
Flavor
fun hanging
Town
out
or
with me.
whatever. And it's like, oh yeah, a boiling bacon cheeseburger, whatever. It was on the menu. It was like $5.74
What's
for
up?
this, like, really big, thick burger. Now that same burger's $17. I'm guessing that's in American pricing. So with, taxes that you have to pay out of your paycheck, you essentially have to work, 3 or 4 hours to afford this one burger? Whereas back, 10, 15, however many years ago, you'd have to work 1 hour for this burger.
I mean, here's the thing. You wouldn't even need to
Thanks
work
a
a
lot.
single
What's
hour
up?
with the old pricing.
Well, minimum wage in the U.S., isn't it like $7.25?
Well, no, here's the thing. When I worked at McDonald's, the
Hey
Big
there.
Mac cost like $5 and change, and minimum wage was $7.
Yeah, but you don't actually get $7 because some gets taken out for like income tax.
Yeah, but I mean, you still get more than the price of the burger.
Yeah. But like after working 1 hour, you can afford a burger.
Yeah, it's just like, it's not the healthiest burger, and it's not the
Yeah.
tastiest burger, but it is
Any problems? Airship
it is the
related or
burger that's
otherwise?
just like, you know what? It gets you through your workday. It's the burger
None
you
at
have on
all.
your lunch break.
Mauro.
I'm back.
Yeah, but now it's like, oh, do we... Gosh, yeah, it used to be like you'd order for a family of 3. Everyone gets like, burger, fries, drink, and maybe get like an ice cream. Or, McFlurry or 2. For McDonald's, it'd be like $30 or something. Right? And now it's like 60. It's like...
Yeah.
It's so expensive, and it's like, you could go to a sit-down restaurant for cheaper. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
fast food is still... But also, like, it used to be fast food, it tasted good, it was cheap, and it was fast. But now, like, it's not even, like, the fastest option anymore. You know what's faster? Walk into a grocery store, grab one of their pre-made things, run it through the checkout, heck, the self-checkout.
Yeah.
That's a lot faster than going to, like, McDonald's and ordering, like, a burger. And it's probably healthier, and it could very darn well be cheaper.
I mean, Here's the thing. You
But
know
I'm
what my
just
dinner
saying.
was? I went to the grocery store and picked up like a tray thing that had some cucumber slices, cherry tomatoes, like some mini pitas and hummus, and 2 boiled
Great
eggs.
timing. You've got a visitor.
And it cost me
Cheaper
like
than a Big
$5.
Mac.
Something up?
Cheaper than a Big Mac.
Yeah,
And it sounds like
literally
it was
cheaper than a
more.
Big Mac.
I wanted to make sure everything was back to normal.
Also, the Big Mac's gotten smaller. It's more expensive and it's also smaller now.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was just a forced perspective thing from getting older. No, it's actually smaller.
Makes sense. Well, nothing.
Now, if only
It's
you
not
weren't
just a
such
forced
a
perspective
worrywart.
thing, and it's
Sure
not just
one
that,
to
ooh,
talk, given how
the
reckless you
advertising,
can
you know,
be.
just makes it,
I
you
wish
know,
you'd take.
is
There,
not made,
there
like,
we
with
are.
actual food
Since
or
you
whatever.
just
I mean,
can-
that's
Oh, I'm fine.
Well, I mean,
advertisements,
doesn't
like,
feel
for,
right
like,
to
the
me.
stuff
Which
on
is
the
why we
boards.
agreed
It's
to
just,
take
like,
Fine,
hasn't been,
my
like,
bad.
strictly
I
accurate
swear,
for
these
decades.
Man, the two of you.
Very
It's
true.
standard practice, like,
comes
for it to
by.
just
Are
be,
you sure?
Go have a
it's
little
actually,
fun for one.
Okay.
you know, just, like,
Yes, boss. Allow me
paper
on.
and plastic and glued
I was
together.
surprised to see so many couples
But
at
it's
the
just
end.
like,
Oh,
which-
you mean I tried his menu myself?
which is deceptive in and of
with
itself, and
Tsubame.
I'm not
She has a
happy that
merchant
that is a
in's
practice.
crammed full of people
But
Oh,
that
yeah.
part
every time I
isn't
visit,
true.
which means the menu's been a big hit.
It's
I'm glad
just,
we contributed to its success.
yeah.
Yeah, right. Food advertisement. So legally speaking, I could be wrong here, but I think it's that legally speaking, when like a food project is, when food is like advertised, the food that they take the picture of has to technically like be the food. They can't just like draw an image of a burger and advertise the image that they've drawn. They actually have to like take a picture of a burger. They edit it to heck and back. They have someone arrange like the poppy seeds on the bun and all that. And if they're advertising cereal, they won't use milk, they'll use glue to make it better. And that's allowed because even though the glue isn't edible, the cereal is what they're advertising and the cereal is edible. So they'll use glue, they have it set up, they have the lighting, they have some inedible stuff that looks edible with it, but as long as the food part itself that they are advertising is, quote unquote, something that you could actually get, as long as the food part itself is actually technically the right, proper, edible food, that's all it needs to be. So, of course, some companies have been using AI pictures just to make good, quote unquote, good looking pictures of their food, which is illegal.
Yeah.
And then some places have been hit with legal actions like, no, that goes against the code of
So you,
this.
Tsubame and I.
And you're going to have to
Tsubame
pay a
seem so
fine.
close.
So, of course, the
How
corporations
did that
used their lawyers to
happen?
try to avoid paying the fine and then just stopped using the AI
When I
imagery.
first, she offered to.
I
That hardly.
But it's like,
But what?
but that's not
yeah.
even like a fault of AI. That's like,
So
if they
you
just
must
hired
want to try
someone
that
to,
new menu together, at
draw a
least.
picture of a burger for their advertisements, that would also have been illegal.
Yeah, I can really.
Yep.
What about?
You?
Well, I wish you'd.
Listen,
Why not? We're.
it's called the Lovebirds menu, okay? But I mean, we're not, right? You should go with someone you like. I work at Tsubame's shop all the time, so it's normal for people to see us out and about. Besides, I gave Kusatsu the idea, and Tsubame supplies the ingredients. No one would think twice about us sampling it. Whereas if you and I went,
I get it, but
I'm saying this for your sake.
nothing at all.
I want you to be happy.
You are
Even
married!
an Earth dancer like you has the right to decide what happiness means.
Why is she so depressed that her old friend doesn't want to go on a pseudo date with her? She is married! I know it would be a heck of a lot of work to incorporate on this, but in a game with dating sim aspects where you are allowed to do the like romance triggers with people after you're already married, you can either choose, like if your character's like poly and thus the romance triggers still happen as normal, or if they're like monogamous and instead of doing the romance scenes, it's just like friend triggers. So like for this scene, it's like, oh yeah, if we went together, people would think that we're blah blah blah. And then the character, instead of being all sad about it, it's like, everyone knows I'm married to Matsuri. We can go and sample some food as friends. Come on, it'll be fun. And if anyone thinks that we're dating, Matsui will sure... Or, alternatively, oh yeah, it does sound like fun. I should go with Matsuri to try the Lovebirds menu. Instead of her being all sad that her friend doesn't want people to think they're dating. She shouldn't want people to think that they're dating. Matsuri is going to kick his butt! Sorry, I got distracted by the video game.
You don't need to hang out with me just because.
I mean,
it's
all I can
convenient.
think is that
Spend your time with someone you really love.
clearly this character is someone that the devs thought is what your romance choice was going to be.
Yes.
Or is this something that all of the characters will end up trying to do and will get sad if you don't, quote unquote, go on a date with them, basically?
Well, no, it's like it's the main character being sad that this character doesn't want to go on a pseudo date with her. It's the main character being sad.
Okay, yeah, that's weird.
That's everything.
Because
he
again,
said.
they programmed it
And while he has a
thinking
point,
that you would want to be romantic with everybody. I don't want to be romantic with everybody. It's not a monogamous or polyamorous thing, whatever. It's a gay thing. I'm gay.
it's just, I don't know how to explain it.
Well, you two go back along. Still, I get why he chose Tsubame. How do you feel about it?
That's a good.
Maybe you should give it some...
I never truly reflected on our relationship, but now that Subaru has drawn a clear, I'd assumed our history was responsible.
I know it's complicated between you two. Just remember.
Thank you, Wolby.
Let's water our child and water our marriage tree.
Yeah, that it certainly is. I have an important question.
Hi.
If you were having a child, like with a male character, would you also have to go through this tree process?
I don't think so. But I don't know. I didn't look up straight baby making.
Yeah, that might get you stuff that you might not care about.
Yeah, like how to make straight babies. Don't tell my parents, they still haven't figured it out.
How to form Babby. How is Babby
Yes,
formed?
How is Babby formed?
Man!
Apparently, you plant a turnip.
Gigantized turnip. Oh, it's Belika! I didn't even recognize her. Outside of her normal outfit. And with that hat. Is it just me or does she look a little bit like Fran?
It might be just you.
I might have some measure of face blindness. I'm not entirely certain.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, I went to like 7 different doctors to test for face blindness. All Dr. Smith, by the way. It's weird that there are 7 different Dr. Smiths that all specialize in face blindness, huh?
Hey, how you doing? Yeah!
Is the joke that okay, I think is I can see 2 potential jokes you're trying to make there. Are you making the joke of you actually saw the same doctor 7 times?
Yeah, that was the joke.
Okay.
What's the joke you were thinking?
Well, I couldn't tell if that was the joke you were trying to make, or if, like...
Hey, could you do
I don't
me a
know.
solid?
But
just
no,
making
yeah.
a joke of the fact that Smith is a very common name.
See, that's like the backbone of the joke. And it's like, oh yeah, they're all Dr. Smith. And it's like, yeah, that's a generic enough name. It could be possible to see multiple doctors of Dr. Smith. And then I say, yeah, it's weird that there are so many Dr. Smiths all focusing on facial blindness. And that's when you're supposed to clue in, oh, it's the same person.
Yeah, I mean, like I did, I kind of did, but I couldn't tell if you were making a joke or if this is literally something that happened.
No,
What?
I haven't seen anyone about the facial blindness, I think.
Hell
I don't
yeah!
remember.
What? Think you can help me out?
Okay,
What?
that's not likely to be a facial blindness issue, more a memory issue.
My memory is perfect, I think. Didn't we just talk about how good it
Hey.
was?
Choose whatever dish you like.
Claire, your brain needs more RAM.
Oh, cool, I'll go download some. Oh no,
How
I
are you
need
gonna
more thigh!
download RAM.
Oh my gosh, this is such a dirty... Oh my gosh, this recipe.
What? Why is it dirty?
Wait, you don't see it? I don't want to say it.
Are you even streaming?
I thought I was.
Oh, you are streaming. Okay. I was waiting for the sound effect and I didn't hear it, and I guess it happened.
Because I've been streaming.
Claire, you realize that's Fran's favorite food aside from curry, right?
No, but look at the recipe, though.
Wow.
What's that? I need, like, veggie something. Oh yeah, I should totally make more of this. Wow, it's just steamed rice and eggs? Wow, that's easy to make. Rice stuffed squid. That sounds so good. Mushroom rice! I don't think I've ever had, like, a proper mushroom rice. That's like, on my list of, like, foods that I want.
And you also need a proper Oma rice, right? Or have you had that before?
Oma rice. I'm trying... Oh, right, like rice with
omelet.
egg?
Yeah. Basically rice omelet.
I've tried to make that. I don't think I actually have had a proper Oma rice.
I mean,
Okay.
I say basically, that might be an understatement. It's literally. Omu is short for omelet. Omu
See-
rice.
The issue is, I can never actually manage to make an omelet. So I've had,
So what do we make? I've got
I've
this.
had rice with egg, and that's
You
really
really
good.
know your way around those tools. I can already tell it'll turn out great.
But I've never actually had a
Yeah,
rice
this is a
omelet.
masterpiece. You won't find this flavor anywhere else. So enjoy.
Ah, see, this is the thing. If Matsuri tries to make that one onigiri, she makes the greatest grilled onigiri instead.
Ah.
Thing about having so many people like me is that I
So,
can unlock so many
If
new
we're making
recipes.
this, then... Alright, got it. You sure are enjoying yourself. Let me know if you're running short on anything. We poured our heart and soul into this dish.
Oh, that's actually a lot of healing. Someone can't even make a proper onigiri. You.
Selecting which I actually don't cook
We
very
just
often.
steamed some rice,
I
and
should
then you
probably
can
cheer you on. But an
turn
unexpected
it into.
result. But an
How
intriguing
did
one
you screw up an
nonetheless.
onigiri that badly?
What happened? What they make.
It's an iron heart. It's an onigiri that looks like metal. You don't see it?
Yeah, I see it now. Sorry, I'm busy scrapping things in Fallout, so I'm not paying as much direct attention.
Right. What's really annoying is when games like encourage you to like date everybody because like that's how you unlock things. Like this game, like Stardew Valley, but then they punish you for like wanting to date multiple people. Materialistic? What?
Figured out what. I'll go ahead and give you a hand. Hey, nice stirring technique. Keep it up. So, what's the verdict? You think this would be popular if I started serving it at the inn?
So much stuff where it heals 30 RP.
Figured out what you. I'll go ahead and give you a hand. Hey, nice stirring technique. Keep. So, what's the verdict? You think this would be popular if I started serving it at the inn?
Penny pincher? What? Neat. Oh no, I need more red beans.
What is it? Welcome. Well? What is it?
Meow.
You know, what's funny is, I'm
Think
pretty
you can help me
sure
out? What?
at least one of the ghouls that I
Well?
just scrapped,
Hey,
um,
choose whatever dish
wasn't
you like.
actually dead.
You just scrapped a ghoul?
A living ghoul at that.
Sigh.
Duck?
No. Okay, veggie croquettes. I need to find the veggie croquettes.
Whoa. Secret room.
Careful.
I'll make this with lots of love. Doesn't it smell delicious? What is it?
Weird how this one I can't interact with.
Think you can help me out? You mean it? Thanks.
It's weird to think about it. But like, while I totally would have started playing this game,
You and I are pals now.
even if I didn't have my channel,
Just ask.
I doubt I would have beaten it if I didn't have the channel. I definitely wouldn't, like, still be playing it long enough to get, like, the post-game dungeon. Like, I don't know what it is. Rune Factory 4 heaps and bounds better than any of the other Rune Factory games. And I don't know what it is. I think it might be that because Rune Factory 4, I'm pretty sure, has the most dungeons, and all of the dungeons feel like they actually matter.
Ah.
Like, it might have just been biased because I did the watering can only run, where you have to kind of struggle through the rooms, and individual rooms themselves can be a challenge, where in normal gameplay, you can just breeze through basically everything. Whereas, like, I'd actually have to have strategies for individual rooms, and especially for individual bosses, that I can't just beat easily. Oh no, this boss has a healing thing that it does every 5 minutes, but normally it would be dead within 5 minutes. So I have to kill it within 5 minutes, which I can't do with the output of just a watering can at this level. So it might be because of that. It might be because you can find, like, medicines in some dungeons. Like, in one specific dungeon, there's a place where you can find a heart drink, and you can grind heart drinks a long time before you can make them. Like, what, like the fourth or fifth dungeon or something? Out of, I don't know how many there are, 20 or so? You have to go to, like, new dungeons in order to get, like, the new... Whereas Rune Factory 5, the dungeons don't really mean anything. And I really think that there's something that the original Rune Factory had for its favor in placing the farming spots inside of dungeons. In Rune Factory 4, Does that? Wait, does Rune Factory 4 have farming spots inside dungeons? I thought it did. We might not, actually. I don't know. But it... I am actually absolutely forgetting this. I thought I really liked this game. It has stuff inside of dungeons. It has reasons to go into the dungeons after you beat them. There is that. And making sure that the player has reasons to go into more of the game. Making sure that the player has access to go into more of the game is important. Even though Rune Factory 4, like, yeah, you can absolutely break the game wide open really early. You can have, like, a follower companion. You can have the first boss as a follower companion that has 100% sleep attack and really breeze through everything. If you have a watering can equipped in Rune Factory 4, apparently no other Rune Factory game, just Rune Factory 4, if you have a good enough, like, quality, like a good enough watering can equipped, it gives you water resistance. You can be immune to water type damage just by holding the watering can. It doesn't say that you become immune, but you're immune to water type damage because you're holding a watering can. How is anyone supposed to know that unless they do a... Why would anyone be wandering around a dungeon carrying a watering can in one of the few areas where you can take water type damage? Who in the world? Oh, that's right, me. No, I'm not necessarily saying I'm the only player to ever figure that out. But it's possible I might be the only player to have actually legitimately found out that if you're carrying a watering can, you have resistance to water damage. Because again, why would someone else find that out? Heck, in Rune Factory 4, if you just don't go to the first dungeon, which, by the way, you can do on day 1. You can get there, and you can beat it on day 1. If you don't even enter the first dungeon, if you get married and have a child before you go into the first dungeon, which is only possible if you play as a girl and you romance one specific character, if you play as a girl, romance him, have a child, bring the child with you to the first dungeon. The first time you enter it, there is a special line of dialogue.
That is neat.
So, alright. Friendliness and, like, romance points, whatever. In every other Rune Factory game, you can bring characters up to 10. And that's the limit. That caps them out. They're stopped at 10. In Rune Factory 4 alone, the limit isn't 10. You can bring them above 10. Now, there is no difference between 10 and 99. It doesn't trigger any special events, any special reactions. There is no mechanical difference between 10 hearts and 99. But there is a difference between 99 and 100. If you bring someone all the way up to 100, either friendness or romance or whatever, they give you one special line of dialogue, and that is it. Skills! Okay, where's the skills in this game? Does this game have skills? Oh no, it has skill trees! It doesn't have the normal skills! Rune Factory 4 had skills. And now, normally, the skills would cap at 99. Most of the skills in Rune Factory 4 cap at 999.
Good day.
And of course, I've absolutely stated, Rune Factory 4, you can beat before you reach level 100. Like, Watering Can Only, I think I beat at, what, level 127? Something like that? You can go up to level 50,000! Level 500 would be absolutely overkill for Rune Factory 4. You can do 100 times that. The maximum HP in Rune Factory 4 is more than 3 million. You start off with like 100. You might beat the game at like 10,000. You might beat like the extra boss in like what, 20,000 health? It can be above 3 million.
That's
Nobody,
funny.
as far as I know, nobody has actually managed to find like the actual proper
Yes?
actual max HP for
Right.
Rune Factory 4. I really want to get into that game's code. Like, open up the game's code to find out what the actual maximum HP is. Is it a proper set number like the level is? Or is it just 99999? Like, just a bunch of nines. Like the... like the attack, defense, special attack, in strength, and what was the last one? I don't even remember.
Yes? Yes?
But like this game doesn't have nearly so much that charm. I beat the game at, what was I, like level 95? I think it was like level 95, and it's taken so long to reach level 99. The Rune Factory 4, you could get from 95 to 99 within one in-game day. Just go to the right area and grind. But no matter where you go in this game, enemies give you like 1 XP, except that bosses give you 2. So there's no point in fighting harder enemies, because they still just give you just as much XP. And like my stats, my dexterity is still 40 flippin' 3. What does dexterity do? I think it's crit. Is it just crit percent? Here. Let's see. Can I do... Can anything possibly give me extra dexterity? Right here. Vitality, strength, no. Vitality, no dexterity. No. Oh, I can raise this up. And then, yeah, now all future dual blades XP is worthless. Nope. And practical abilities? Boost dexterity by 2. So it was 43 with a 43% crit chance. Oh, yeah, 45%. So dexterity directly increases your chance to crit. That's what it is. Can I make it 100? Look, I can get an extra 3 points of dexterity there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like I could only get 8. So looks like I can only increase it up to 53%, I guess, or something. I don't know. Can I place items to make it higher? Do I get those options? I don't know. And do I even care enough to find out? What is it that I like so much about Rune Factory 4? Was it the characters? I don't really remember the characters. I can kind of remember what they look like. I don't really remember any of their names. Pico? I think Pico was one of them. I guess there was something interesting about you fight a boss, you beat it, you get a new person added to your town. So if you want to collect all of the people, you have to keep beating bosses. There was something... I didn't quite like it while I was playing it, but there was something interesting about after you beat a dungeon, you can't just go to the next one. You actually have to go and wait. you have to wait a few days to get the event to go to the next dungeon to force you to have a bit of downtime. Now, of course, you could just sleep. Oh, event dungeon, go.
Hey.
Good day, indeed.
That's not how I like to play it, of course.
Uh-huh. What? What?
Think you can handle? Much appreciated.
You can give, like, weapons and equipment and stuff to the villagers as gifts, and they'll actually, like, equip them. Which I think is also true in other Rune Factory games.
Yep.
I'm not so sure if that's true in this one. And I'm really thinking about it.
Yep.
What?
But very, very few games have actually been able to, like, maintain my attention for a long time. Rune Factory 4, Bugs Bunny and Taz Time Busters. I mean, maybe you could say some of the Saints Row games, but that's kind of split up between them. And even so, apparently I forgot like 90% of the missions. The things I remember from playing Saints Row are the side quests over the missions themselves. I remember like 2 missions from Saints Row. Because one I royally struggled with, and every time you lost in a mission that game, you had to go back to the start of the mission, not to a checkpoint. And I failed the mission 3 times when I was close to the end because the game bugged out. It's like part 3 of the mission, you have to kill all the enemies that spawn, but no enemies spawned, so I had to reset the mission. So it wouldn't let me continue unless I killed all the enemies, which I couldn't do. And the other mission is the I'm feeling confident mission.
Lol.
Like, Saints Row has 3 different paths that you can take, basically. Like, you have your gang, the Saints, and then there's 3 other gangs that also own the city. So you could do, like, you know, one mission of Route A, one of Route B, one of Route C. Or you could do, like, all of Route A, then do all of Route B, then all of Route C. And, like, the cutscenes for the individual missions don't change based off of, like, which ones you've done. And, like, each particular route isn't necessarily more difficult than any other. But it's like there's a Route C mission where, like, really early on, like, the guy's like, hey, work with us, we'll give you half the city and we'll take the other half. Which, when you're just starting out and you have, like, nothing of the city, that's a really awesome deal for you to take. But if you've done the other 2 routes, you own, like, 2/3 of the city, and he's offering you half. He's offering to take some of your land away. Which doesn't make sense. But at the end of each route, during the last mission of each route, there are cutscenes, and those are the only 3 voice lines of the main character. In all of Saints Row the First, the main character gets 3 voice lines. And I'm trying to remember what they are. One of them is, hope you don't mind hepatitis. Another one is like, oh, that's last year's fashion, or something like that. And I think the other one is like, yo, he just about ran me over. And like, I think it's supposed to be like a big shocker to the player, because the main character doesn't talk until those 3 lines at the end of each mission mount. And that is it.
Would you care to join me, Hunter?
But then, of course, Saints Row 2. Again, the 4, like, mainline Saints Row games. And I should talk about this more in the Saints Row video, but I'm talking about it now because I'm thinking about it now. The 4 different games. It's like, yeah, of course they feel like different games because they're different games in a series. But so often, different games in a series don't really feel like different games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, various different Mario games basically feel like all the same game. Like, oh, sure, you have slightly different power-ups and technically the maps are different, but they feel like the same. Can you get some confirmation so I know I'm not crazy here? Like, the Fallout games. Like, sure, Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, those are, like, 2D. But then Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4, when you play one of them, it doesn't feel so much different than the other. The only real difference is what bugs you encounter. But the actual, like, playing of the games.
I mean, other than the story, the locations, honestly, the visual quality, because they're made in different engines. Like, there's lots of differences between them. I'm not really sure what you're getting at there.
Okay. In Saints Row 1, Saints Row 1 was essentially a GTA clone. A lot of the stuff that you'd see in, like, the GTA games is basically in Saints Row. Basically the same. Saints Row 2, now you have airplanes, so now you can actually fly. You have airplanes and helicopters. Those weren't in Saints Row, they're in Saints Row 2. Also, you can go to your main HQ and you can play mini games. And of course, like, the missions are different. I know Saints Row 2 also has cheat codes. And I think you can upgrade your character even without the use of cheat codes and get almost everything that the cheat codes can give you. There's like one item that you can only get by cheating. Saints Row 2 also had the famous, like, what was it, Iceman glitch? If you play one of the mini games and you glitch out of the map, you can see, like, this guy, and if you see him, he essentially bricks your disc. If he appears on the screen, your disc is bricked. I don't get it either. I don't really understand how that works either. It's like its own urban legend. Also, Saints Row 2 had, it's like, a motorcycle lets you, like, climb up walls. It's really difficult to do, but it is possible. But yeah, Saints Row 2 is, you know, GTA, but, like, keeps going extreme. And then Saints Row the Third, things are a lot more crazier. We have, like, VTOLs and, like, the rocket bikes, buying property. The missions are a lot crazier. Like, the stuff that you can do is a lot crazier and stuff. Saints Row, and I think Saints Row 2, you get respect. Actually, in all the Saints Row games, you can get respect for doing different things. Like, if you get on top of a moving vehicle, you can car surf. And it's like, you know, when you play a skateboarding game and you, like, grind and there's that balance bar? You have, like, that for standing on top of a car while it's moving, and that earns you respect. And it's like little tiny things like that, right? If you break into a car and the passenger is still in there, you can you can just keep driving fast enough that they can't escape, and eventually they'll give you money to let them out. But yeah, each game gets more escalated. And then Saints Row 4, you have superpowers. You don't need cars anymore because you can run faster than any car and run up walls and jump, like, huge distances. Saints Row 4 definitely plays a lot different than the others, But I'd say, like, each of the 4 games does play differently. And also, Saints Row 1, your character doesn't particularly talk. Saints Row 2, your character talks. Which I found to be actually really annoying when I was trying to record, because I would normally talk during the parts of the conversation. They pause to let my character talk before realizing my character isn't going to answer them. So I would just talk during those moments instead. But now both of the characters talk.
What?
Also, at the start of Saints Row, your character is like just some nobody that they pick up on the street. Saints Row 2, they're already the boss. No, I don't think they're necessarily the boss in Saints Row 2, but they're already known in Saints Row 2. Then by Saints Row the 3rd, your character is the boss. Also, Saints Row didn't have a demo or anything, like you make your character and then you start playing. Saints Row 2 starts off with your character in an infirmary in prison with all of their body covered in, like, gauze, medical tape, you know, whatever. So the demo is your character breaking out of prison, and then you're like, you know, you get to safety, you open up, and that's where you make your character. Saints Row the 3rd starts with your gang robbing a bank dressed up as themselves using voice changers, and then, you know, you get out of the outfit and that, then you make your character. Do you want to know what the Saints Row 4 demo is?
What?
You shoot up what's essentially a military base, wearing like an all-black, like, whatever suit. Like, you know, full body covering, kind of cyberpunky type outfit. You shoot up this whole place, you jump onto a missile as it's being launched, climb the missile in midair, set it to detonate in midair so it doesn't blow up the US and start a world war, jump off of the missile as it explodes, crash into the White House, and you land, like, on the presidential seat, and you become the President of the United States.
What?
And that's before you design your character. That's the intro. That's the demo of Saints Row 4. You stop World War III and become the president. And remember, the beginning of Saints Row 1 is you're just some random bloke off the street, and mission 1 is, hey, get beat up by 8 guys. If you happen to actually beat them all, the one guy is impressed and gives you more money. If you get beat up, he gives you just enough money to buy the cheapest gun. If you manage to beat them all up, he gives you enough money to buy the second worst gun. And then Saints Row 4, you disarm a nuke and become the president.
I have a request. What? What say you? What?
Like, yeah, of course, I don't want to spoil too much about Saints Row 4.
Oh, welcome.
But there is a part about halfway through where you can choose to sacrifice yourself to save the lives of all of humanity. And if you do so, you get an achievement. Like, the credits roll and everything. Yeah, Saints Row 1, the bad guys, they're, you know, shipping illegal drugs, whatever. Maybe some people wind up dying. You know. Saints Row 2, okay, spoilers, obviously. You want to get revenge on this one guy. What do? Okay, so what you do is you kidnap his girlfriend, lock her in the trunk of a car, park the car in a monster truck race that the guy is driving in, wait until after the show to text him the picture that you took of his girlfriend in the trunk of that car, and give him the keys to that car that he's smushed up with his monster truck.
Okay, so what's on the menu? I can handle anything.
You don't suppose I'm enjoying this a little too
Tastes
much,
good.
right?
Right, let's do
Just-
this. Looking real good
Like,
so
in case
far.
you had any
But,
doubts that
Not that bad if
your
I do
kid...
say so myself. Can't vouch for the flavor, but yeah,
In case
whatever.
you had any
Give it a
doubts
shot.
that the character you play as in Saints Row is evil. Also, so are you watching the stream? Because this is really funny and kind of cute. We made some onigiri.
Onigiri. Oh my god. I love it. Were you trying to make regular onigiri and just made it with someone?
Yeah, made it with Kai. The Oni. Okay, so normal onigiri is just heal 70 HP, because all it is a steamed rice, and we can make tons of steamed rice. But if you try... Oh, no, sorry. You have to make an onigiri, and you have to have soy sauce. You add soy sauce to it. Normally that heals 100. Onigiri heals 1300, also 200 RP, and gives you plus 20% dark damage. Somehow it even has horns? It's an onigiri with soy sauce. Somehow it has horns. Yeah, I'd be surprised too. I still remember playing Saints Row the Third with a friend. There's this one part where you get put into, like... You get put into a video game in the video game. And one part where you have, like, a little top-down section, you're basically just playing, like, tanks. Whatever. And just a flippin' VTOL just flies by. It's not supposed to. VTOLs aren't supposed to spawn in this level. We had like two, basically back to back. There's like a first part, which is like shooting some guys, or you're trying to make it from point A to point B. VTOL, we were doing well for once, because we were playing on like the hardest difficulty, I think. We were doing kind of actually pretty well. VTOL comes in, crashes into us, explodes, we die. We have to restart. We're doing good for once, and the game said, screw you. The game decided that we weren't.
What's up?
Right.
Yeah, what if you tried to play a game and then the game
I
decided
have a
no?
request for what?
Yeah, but like, what kind of recipe is this?
Oh, welcome. Okay, so what's on the menu? I can
I
handle
wish you could
anything.
at least arrange the meals like alphabetically.
If it tastes good, right, let's do this. Looking real good so far. Keep it up. Not half bad if I do say so myself. Can't vouch for the flavor, but yeah, whatever. Give it a shot.
Yay. Okay. Well, now that I've done this, now that I've maxed out my affinity with that character and romanced them, time to go drop them off and pick up a different companion.
Yay!
That's how it works, right?
I think so, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I accidentally
Axe.
messed up the triggering the romance option for one of the companions, but quite frankly, it's the one that everyone hates, so I don't care. But it is very funny that I have all of my companions kind of just stored in the same town,
Well, that's convenient.
including all the ones that I romance. I'm
Okay, So,
I have no idea
what's on
who
the
I'm
menu?
sleeping with,
I can
which
handle
one I'm
anything.
sleeping with, but I'm romancing almost all of them, and I get the perk for sleeping with a romance partner when I do so. So I guess it works. You are not who I'm
Rest
looking for.
assured, I'm familiar with the process. Recipes are like strategy guides. Follow them closely, and there will be no room for
You're
error.
not.
Looks tempting, doesn't it?
You're
Let's
not.
waste no more time and
Wait a
try
minute. Oh, you're That's why you're here.
Hmm.
Okay.
it.
Where am I?
What?
Why are you standing around down here?
I have a request. What? I see.
That's
Yes?
definitely unfortunate. Someone.
Well done. Yes?
Rando.
I'm gonna end this recording now. I got myself all pumped up talking about Saints. Okay, Saints Row is basically the cyanide and happiness of video games.
Cute.
And like both Saints Row and Cyanide and Happiness have set out like a vibe where basically they can make like a Cyanide and Happiness comic about like anything. And as long as it has some element of funny to it, even if it doesn't have an element of funny to it, but like that's the point that's trying to make, they can get away with like anything. The purple shirted eye stabber.
Yep.
Like, their vibe is, we will do anything it takes. And that's it. And Saints Row is much the same. I believe there's one mission you have someone, like, locked in the trunk, and you're supposed to drive recklessly to make them, like, to, like, interrogate them, to make them give up some information. And then you drive them into the lake.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, exactly.